everyone, Lauren Negrete here. Today we're exploring Yardy Eugene in Eugene, Oregon. We got Chef Isiah Martinez here, and he's going to show us how to get this awesome fried chicken. Chef Isiah Martinez is cooking up culture with his food cart, Yardy Eugene, located at Cold Fire Brewing on Mill Street, with cuisine inspired by his own Afro-Caribbean background. But hey, we're here for the food.
Trying to keep it as traditional as possible. So, like this Cajun mix has chili pepper in it, cayenne pepper, paprika, white pepper, black pepper, which are 5 different peppers, which is kind of already just a very Creole Cajun type of thing.
Spice,
Exactly.
Packed with spices and, would you believe it, good for you.
And then that's it.
This is the first time I ever heard of gluten-free fried chicken, and nothing against it.
Yeah, air fry
Like you
it.
said, you don't think of it.
I personally like it for one of 2 reasons. For
Yeah.
one, I can eat more of it. I can have like 4 pieces and not feel it. When you have chicken with gluten, you feel that shit. Like you feel it. Like if you're trying to act like you don't feel it, you feel it. Everybody feels it. It's like
You're a liar if you do.
yeah, exactly. you feel like you want to go to sleep. When you have gluten-free fried chicken, you feel like you want another piece. Like that's it's kind of the opposite. And another big part of the food that I want to do is I want to celebrate Black culture and Black history, and I think a lot of people connect fried chicken to kind of a dark propaganda era in the South, where Black people were frying chicken for white people for a long time, and that was what they knew. And so they started businesses, and they had to kind of paint those businesses in kind of a toxic way, because the people at that time wanted to consolidate business and not have it be white and black. They wanted blacks to support white businesses, so they painted fried chicken as this thing.
He's lifting up Haitian culture too.
This is a Haitian style condiment called pickles, which is essentially Haitian people eat pickles with fried plantain that's starchy, not ripe, and they fry it twice so that it's crispy. They eat it with pickles, and they eat fried pork with that. So it's a very traditional thing in Haiti. So I like to eat fried chicken with rice and beans, plantain, pickles, and hot pepper, which is kind of like one of the cool preparations that I like to that I actually learned from a lady that I worked with in Oakland. Her name is Sarah, Chef Sarah. If you're seeing this, thank
The
you.
trick to the golden brown,
An easy
hands
visual
off.
key is the lack of bubbles still going around this one.
You also want to make sure, so like I'm kind of a purist, so I don't want to like poke it too much. But if you pulled it out and poked it, you could see that the juice runs clear, which means that there's no blood, which means that it's kind of like a juicy, like ready to eat piece of chicken. You obviously want to let it rest, but it's cooked all the way through. So what I would do is I would flip that one over just to see what this opposing side looks like. Beautiful. And we'll probably leave it in there for 1 more minute.
Is there an official like chef recommendation though? Like you said, obviously you have a few different sides to choose from, but the go-to, like if someone's walking up for the first time, they're thinking, okay, what do I order? They've got like they're overwhelmed by all these amazing options of great food. What's up?
The chef recommendation, my personal recommendation, this is gonna sound so silly, is actually not to get the 2-piece. It's actually to get I'll have a by the piece menu too. Basically, they can order food by the piece, so they'll be able to order split breast or wings and stuff like that. And so my recommendation is to order by the piece. Whatever pieces they actually like. I like the thigh, the drum, and the split breast a lot, so I would order it by the piece, and then I would order doubles and kind of mix those 2 together. Just because like you'll never see anything like that in the Caribbean, because there's just rules on how to eat certain foods.
So what's a double?
So a double is essentially like probably one of the most popular quote unquote snack foods in the Caribbean, like ever. It's a double, and I like to think of it as a Caribbean taco, but if I wanted to isolate it and make it like its own thing, it's a fresh flatbread that you make with yeast, and there's turmeric, there's cumin, there's black pepper, and there's flour obviously. You let it proof, you flatten it, and you fry it in the skillet. When you pull it out, you top it with curry, chickpea, and potato, and you finish it with chutney. So there's a bunch of different chutney. I like to use the mango chutney, the cilantro chutney, and the cucumber chutney with the hot pepper and mango chutney. So there's a bunch of different chutneys. So I would tell people to get that, which is $3.50, and some split pieces of chicken, which is going to be a little bit cheaper. So you'd be able to like come and leave spending less than $9 and have almost like 2 entrees. So that's what I would do because I'm cheap. But if you're not cheap, I would get like a 4-piece.
No, but I like though. You want to go. I mean, that's the fun about food trucks. With food carts, is like you get to try a whole little bit all at once. So that's like a good concept.
And Who would have thought gluten-free fried chicken?
Who would have thought?
Could look this good.
OMG. Gotta get a close-up of this one.
Are we in LA right now?
Chicken, check.
Yeah, all we're missing is our plantain, which are almost done.
Oh my goodness. So why the garlic over this?
It's very traditional in Latin American. It's just very traditional. You can use your finger too.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's very traditional. Garlic, just any form of garlic. Mashed garlic with oil, mashed garlic with vinegar, chopped up pieces of garlic with plantain. It's just like beautiful. It's really tasty. The sweet plantain, the spicy and sweetness of the garlic with a little bit of vinegar, so you have that richness and acidity. It's kind of it's perfect.
The sweet cutting through the grit, which is pretty much how Yardy Eugene came to be. It was initially a passion project that would be a pop-up style. When Isiah was laid off from the pandemic, he threw himself into the food cart.
All this stuff all happening at the same time. So whether you were employed or unemployed, making money, not making money, everybody was stressed out. You know, for me, for a short period of time, I was stressed out. And then like the East Coast mentality that I have is like, I have control over this situation. You know, like I'm gonna do something about it. And that's Yardy Eugene.
Cheers. Okay.
Yup.
What's the verdict?
10 out of 10. It is gluten-free. This is healthy. Can I have more?
Yeah.
What?
You know what? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. The secret to happiness, folks, is a piece of fried chicken, and even better that it's gluten-free. So why Yardy Eugene?
Oh, Yardy Eugene. So basically, Yardy Eugene, because Yardy is essentially what a person from the Jamaica is called. They're called a Yardy. They're from the yard. I'm using that more of a blanket term for the people from the West Indies. So that's why I'm saying Yardy Eugene. It's like West Indies Eugene, people from the West Indies Eugene. So it's kind of a funky name, but I love it.
Bringing the Caribbean to Eugene, Oregon. Thank you for watching. I'm Lauren Negrete, and I'm here for the food.